Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Global
Digital
Well,
Success
yes.
Talks.
Well, welcome, everyone, and happy and blessed Monday for those who are on Monday, and happy and blessed Tuesday for those who are on Tuesday. So today's we'll bring in you the following topic.
Okay, today we're talking about the rise of the digital nomad, freedom, flexibility, and financial stability.
Yes, so that's what we're going to be talking today. But before we dive into our topic, let us introduce ourselves. So, hi everyone, my name is Sandy. I'm originally from Panama, but currently reside in Surrey, British Columbia, Canada. I also work in the movie industry, and I'm a proud digital business owner and mentor.
My name is Patsy. I am the mother of four and grandmother to nine. Originally, I came from Brunei. Now I'm residing in Edmonton, Alberta, and I am a proud digital business owner and mentor.
Hello, everyone. Happy Monday. My name is Isabel. I am originally from Mexico, now residing in North Carolina. I am a wife, a mother of three, a grandmother of two, and a proud digital business owner and mentor.
Yes, thank
Hi,
you, everyone.
everybody. Oh,
No. Sorry, that was me. Sorry.
hi, everybody. My name is Sylvia. I'm originally from Zambia and now living in Canada. I'm a mother of four grown kids and the grandmother of five grandchildren. I'm now a proud digital owner.
Thank you, everyone. So we want to remind everyone that every Tuesdays and every Thursdays we do have a free webinar. So if you want to learn how you can start your online business and start creating that plan B and that extra side of income alongside your current job. Here are three ways that you can get in touch with us. So you can either put in the comments more info, you can send us a private message, and we'll be happy to answer any questions that you might have, or you can register directly into our website and we'll send you the invitation to our free webinar. So when you register into our website, you will receive an email that will contain two links. So the first one is to register to the live webinar. So that one will take you to a page that will have two buttons. So you can register for either day or both. And our live webinars are, like we mentioned, every Tuesdays and Thursdays at the same time, 5 p.m. PST, 6 p.m. MST, 7 p.m. CST, and 8 p.m. EST. So the second link you get there is a link to the replay of the live webinars. Just in case you cannot attend to our live webinar, that's not a problem. You can always catch the replay and watch it from the comfort of your own home. In addition to that, we also invite you to our private Facebook group where you get to see more success stories from members of our community and more information about the business. Now you're probably wondering, so what is it that you're going to find out on the webinar? On the webinar, you're going to find out how an online business plan works, and also you get to have the opportunity to hear from the panelists, which are members of our community, who will be sharing with you why they decided to start their online business and how this online business has transformed their lives. So if you want to catch the replay from last week before tomorrow's live webinar, here were the hosts and panelists for that day.
Okay, so last Thursday we had our live webinar and we had Malu as our host. She is a banker, risk and compliance. We also had Amitha, who is a childhood educator. We had Janiki, who is a lawyer. And on the panel, we also had Dilani, who is a business owner, and Malshani, who is a procurement specialist, Nim, who is an engineer, and Chingwi, who is a procurement advisor. And on the panel, we also had Ryan, who is a nurse. So, as you can see, we had people from different walks of life on the panel. And if you're interested in learning more about this business, you can do one of the following three. You can register on the website you see on the screen, send us a direct message, or comment info for more details.
Thank you, Isabel. So yeah, so if you're catching the replay from last week, our replays has subtitles in several languages, and our live webinar has subtitles in 5 languages: Spanish, French, Tagalog, Vietnamese, and Arabic. So there you go. So if you want to learn how you can start your online business and start creating that plan B and that extra side of income alongside your current job, here are 3 ways that you can get in touch with us. So put in the comments more info, send us a private message, or register directly into our website. All right, so let's dive in into our topic for today.
Our topic for today is the rise of the digital nomad, freedom, flexibility, and financial stability.
Yeah, so that's what we're going to be talking today. So, welcome back to another episode of the Global Digital Success Talk. And happy and blessed Monday to everyone, or happy and blessed Tuesday for those who are on Tuesday. So, let's start with this little thought.
What if work didn't tie you to one place, but gave you the freedom to live life on your terms? Let's explore the digital nomad lifestyle is growing faster than ever.
Yeah, so that's where we're going to be talking. So, you know, the way that we work is changing. You know, more people across Canada, the USA, and UK, and even globally are choosing flexibility, instead of the regular 9 to 5 where you're fixed, schedules. And they're also looking for remote opportunities and location independent income. So, according to some studies, shows that the number of digital nomad has grown significantly over the past few years. With millions of people now working remotely while traveling or living where they choose. So today we are diving into why this lifestyle is rising and what it really means beyond the highlight reels. So for that, we're going to be talking about the following points.
We have number one, freedom of location. Two, flexibility of time. Third, financial diversification. And four, personal growth and global perspective. And fifth is more accessible than ever.
Yeah, so those are the points we're going to be talking today. So let's dive into the first point.
Okay, freedom of location. Yeah. One of the biggest advantages of digital work is location freedom. Work from home, from a cafe, or any other country. No daily commute, ability to design your environment. The flexibility allows people to live closer to your family, explore new places, or simply create a lifestyle that feels aligned. Freedom is actually a very strong topic because so many people are craving, more flexibility, less stress, and more control over their lives. You can work from anywhere, and all you need is a phone, a laptop, and Wi-Fi. And that means you're not tied to an office, you're not tied to one city, one country, or one schedule. Your income doesn't have to be attached to one physical location. So that really is such a plus these days with location freedom.
Thank you, Sylvia. So yeah, so Sylvia just talked about the freedom of location. So instead of being in one fixed location, now you have the freedom with the digital world. You can work from anywhere, um, as long as you, like Sylvia mentioned, as long as you have a Wi-Fi, right, and a cell phone or a laptop, you are free to go anywhere. And you don't have to worry about the daily commute. Like when you're working, you don't have to deal with the rush hours or with the weather environments. Like a lot of snow or things like that. So it really makes a huge difference to have that freedom of location. So let's move on to the second point.
Okay. Flexibility of time. For many people, it's not just about working hard, it's about when and how they are able to work. Because the reality is, you can be doing everything right and still feel like you're missing the moments that matter most. And after working for over 20 years in corporate, there was a season in my life where my schedule was completely fixed. My time was already decided for me when I woke up, when I worked, and when I rest. And even though I was responsible and committed, I often felt like I was living around my life instead of truly being present in it, especially as a mom. That feeling hits deeper. wanting to be there for more, wanting to have options to say, today my family needs me, and I can choose that. That's when I started to look at things differently. I wasn't just searching for income, I was searching for flexibility. Flexibility that could give me presence in my home with my kids and to decide different every day instead of being already, you know, on a schedule to do the things that somebody else was expecting for me to do. The ability to create a schedule that align with my priorities, not one that constantly competed with them. And that's one of the things that drew me towards building something online, because unlike traditional structures, a digital business can offer the opportunity to gradually create more control over your time. you know you have the ability to choose when you focus on work, designing a routine that fits your lifestyle, and making a space for what truly matters without feeling like you are sacrificing everything else. And this isn't just a personal feeling. Surveys constantly show that flexibility is one of the top reasons people begin exploring online income opportunities. So, not because they want to work less, but because they want to live more intentionally. For me, it wasn't an overnight change. It started with small shifts, creating pockets of time, and learning to manage my schedule differently. But over time, those small changes add up. And today, what I value most is just isn't just what I do, is the freedom to decide when and how I do it. So if you've been looking or feeling like your time is always controlled by something else, maybe it's not about escaping responsibility. Maybe it's about creating a life where your responsibilities and your priorities can finally align. Thank you.
Thank you, Isabel. So yeah, so we Isabel just talk about flexibility of time. So when you have that flexibility of time, that means that you have control over your time. So you decide where to allocate your time. So because we can plan something, but then something might come up. So you have to prioritize what is important for you. So sometimes might be your business, sometimes might be the family, sometimes might be your health, or sometimes something come up and then that's the priority that you have to do. So having that flexibility of the time, it allows you to create that balance with your personal priorities. So I think Isabel has a comment here. True freedom isn't just about income, it's about having the flexibility to choose how you spend your time and who you spend it with. So there you go. Okay, so let's move on to the next point.
Personal growth and global perspective. Working in a global digital environment expands your mindset, exposure to different cultures and ideas, learning from diverse communities, increase adaptability and confidence, and growth happens naturally when we step outside our comfort zone. And when you step into a global digital environment, something shifts. Your world gets bigger. You're no longer seeing one way of thinking. You are exposed to different cultures, new ideas, and fresh perspective. You start learning from people who think differently, live differently, and that stretches you in the best way. And without realizing it, you become more adaptable, more confident, and more open because real growth doesn't happen in comfort. It happens when you are willing to step aside just a little outside of it. Thank you.
Thank you, Patsy. Yeah, so Patsy just talked about personal growth and global perspective. So When you have, work in a global digital environment, that helps you, like Patsy mentioned, to expand your mindset. You learn from different cultures because you're exposed to different cultures. So um, because of that, also, you have a different perspective. So not everyone thinks the same way. So that allows you to explore new ways and, adapt it, adjust it, use it into your business. So really, it helps you, to build that confidence. Okay, so let's move on to the next point. Okay, so it is more accessible than ever. So there was a time, when creating a new path in life required significant resources or connections or proximity to opportunity. But if you wanted to change careers, for example, and or start a business or learn a new skill, you often needed to relocate or either invest heavily or start from scratch. But in today, the landscape has changed dramatically. What once felt a distant dream is now more achievable than ever before. So when I began my digital journey after 25 years in the film industry, I didn't have a background in technology or online business. But what I discovered was a world redesigned to support growth at every level, especially for beginners. For example, beginner friendly tools and platforms now simplify processes that once required technical expertise. And the more, the technology advance is going to be more accessible for everyone. Another example is, the online education and mentorship make learning accessible from anywhere in the world. And we see a lot of this in our global online community, where um, we can connect with people from around the globe. And, you know, for example, here we have from US, North Carolina, from Manitoba, and then from Alberta, and then British Columbia. So different locations, but we are connecting through the digital space, in this case, bringing you this topic today. So this is what allows, to connect from anywhere in the world. We also, have now global communities that provide encouragement, accountability, and share knowledge. And that's something that we also are blessed in our community. That we have a community that uplifts you, that motivates you, um, and helps you know when you don't get that emotional support from home. You can get it from the community because they have been in your shoes before. They have been ahead of your journey, so they understand what you're going through. So that makes a huge difference. So these resources didn't exist in the same way years ago. Okay, so today they allow individuals from different backgrounds, cultures, and stages of life to explore new possibilities step by step. So according to the digital economy continues to grow rapidly, creating more opportunities for people to learn, to connect, and to build meaningful paths without traditional limitations. In my journey, accessibility was transformative. It allowed me to transition into something new without abandoning my responsibilities or relocating. It gave me the flexibility to learn at my own pace, supported by a community that understood the challenges of change and growth. And in our global community, I see this every day. People balancing careers and family while building something new. Individuals from different countries collaborating and learning together. Beginners gaining confidence as they develop new skills in real time. Accessibility doesn't eliminate effort, sorry, but it removes unnecessary barriers. So in life, this shift represents more than convenience. It reflects possibility. So opportunities are no longer confined by geography, age, or prior experience. What matters most is the willingness to learn, to adapt, and take intentional steps forward. So here's the takeaway for you from this point. If you ever felt that your goals were out of reach, remember that the tools, the knowledge, and the support systems available today have made growth more accessible than ever. So you don't need perfect conditions. You don't need to have everything figured out. You only need the courage to begin and the commitment to continue. Because what once seems distance is now within reach, one step at a time. So that's what I wanted to share with this point. And now let's find out what is our key takeaway.
Our key takeaway is the rise of the digital nomad isn't just about travel. It's about freedom, flexibility, and creating a life that aligns with your values. Instead of building your life around your digital works, we start building our lives around our lives, you know? You can be present for the people who matter. Like location freedom allows you to spend more time with your grandchildren, with your children, visit family more often, support the loved ones when needed, and stop missing important moments. Uh, Freedom is not just about money, it's about being there when your family needs you. Yeah. So
Thank you, Sylvia. Okay, so that's the end of our live for today. So we hope so that you learn today, or you understand a little bit more of the rise of the digital nomad, how the digital world is available to anyone, something that it wasn't available before. So it provides you that freedom, that flexibility, that financial stability that you can build it from anywhere in the world, it adapts to your schedule, not the other way around, and it allows to grow, getting new knowledge, and have that global online support, uh, and growth, because you learn from others, from the different perspectives, different cultures. So really, it's available to anyone, that wants to learn, that is willing to learn, that is willing to adapt, and that is willing to incorporate this into their life, so adapt to these new changes. So, because more and more as we go through the years, this is going to be more, the technology is going to be more changing, and a lot of jobs eventually is going to be replaced. And I was reading an article that was saying that the jobs are going to be replaced, so a lot of people are going to be without a job. So this is the opportunity for you to take advantage of now that it is available, before you get surprised in the future. So if you want to learn more about this online business opportunity, and you want to be part of a global online community that supports you, that uplifts you, that motivates you, and is with you along your journey, here are two ways that you can get in touch with us. So you can either put in the comments more info, send us a private message, and we'll be happy to answer any questions that you might have, or you can register directly into our website that appears on the screen with your name and email address, and we'll send you that invitation to watch our free webinar. So we do have free webinars twice a week. It's every Tuesdays and Thursdays at the same time. So it goes from 5 p.m. PST, 6 p.m. MST, 7 p.m. CST, and 8 p.m. EST. So saying that, we want to say thank you to everyone that has watched the live with us today. For those catching the replay, thank you so much. And to our followers, thank you so much for being part of our journey, for believing in us, and for engaging with our content. So let's find out what is our topic for next Monday.
next Monday's topic will be reclaiming your time, how digital tools help you work smarter, not harder.
Yeah, so that's what we're going to be talking next Monday. So until then, stay open to new possibilities, and remember, you have more options than ever before. So that's why we come live almost every day in different live sessions, but because we want to show you that there's options for you, so you don't have to wait, the same way, like I waited 5 years to find something like this. Now we come live to show you, you have options to create a better lifestyle, to have that flexibility of time and be present for your loved ones, and also building a your financial stability. So saying that, we want to say thank you to everyone, and we want to wish everyone a happy and blessed Monday for those who are on Monday, and a happy and blessed Tuesday for those who are on Tuesday, and a happy and blessed week ahead for everyone. So thank you again for being here with us today, and on to the next episode of the Global
Global
Oh,
digital
digital
success
Success
talks.
Talks.
Thank, thank you, everyone. God bless you all, and thank you for watching.
Thank you guys. See you
Thank
tomorrow.
you.
Thank
Thank
you. Bye
you.
bye.